Hello students and welcome to class. My name is Alana and I'll be your teacher for this lesson. I am from Newcastle in Australia, however I'm currently living in Bali, Indonesia. I like to travel, go to the beach and spend time with my family and friends. Abdal Hamasan, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello teacher, hello everyone. I am Abdul Mahsen Al Mutair. I am from Saudi and nice to speak with you. And I am 38. I know my name is very difficult, but you can call me by my short name is Mohsen. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Can you write that in the chat box, the name you want me to call you? Thank you so much. Okay, so, Saha, would you like to introduce yourself? Thank you very much. Suyan, welcome to class. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, my name is Shayan. I come from China. I live in Guangzhou. I also like travel. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And Yue, welcome to class. Would you like to introduce yourself?
At first, I'm very glad to see everyone, and I'm living in China. I'm living in Guangzhou. I am from China, and I have been to Indonesia in last year, and I went to Jade Lamport. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, so it's lovely to see each of you here today. Let's get started. Our topic is describing your job, and this is an elementary level. So let's move forward. Oh, sorry. Let me give you the objectives of this lesson before I race ahead. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to talk about different kinds of jobs, whether you find these jobs exciting, boring, dangerous, stressful, great, or awful. So let's have a look. Do you like your job? So tell me what your job is, and then tell me, do you like it? Why do you like it? Or why don't you like it? So have a think about this and raise your hand when you're ready. Mosan, do you like your job?
Of course, I like my job.
Okay, so what do you do? Why do you like it?
For me, I own a small business. A small business in Riyadh, and it's belong to computer hardware and software and maintenance.
Okay, thank you. Saha, do you like your job? Saha, what do you do? Okay, thank you very much. Suyan, do you like your job? What do you do, Suyan? Oh, Suyan's gone. Yue, what is your job, Yue?
Actually, I'm a student now, and I study in university. So maybe after 1 year, I will get a job, and my major is design. So maybe I will become a designer, and I think this job is really challenging and a little difficult for me, because you should have good idea for produce product, and need to have so many new idea and creation. Maybe. Thank you.
Okay, fantastic. Alright, Yaozin, welcome to class. Yaozin, we're speaking about jobs, and we're asking, what is your job and do you like it? Yaozin, would you like to answer this question? Okay, Yaozin, I'm not sure if you're communicating, but send me a message in the chat box if you'd prefer just to listen to our lesson. So they've got some vocabulary here today. What are these words and what do they mean? So have a look. tell me if you know what these words are and what they mean. Students, so this is our vocabulary for today's lesson. I'm asking, do you know what these words mean?
Yes, this picture. The first picture, police officer. This man, he helps the people, and he have a good job. He has a good job, and his job is very dangerous sometimes. This description is enough, or you need more?
No, that's okay. So a police officer is a male or female member of the police force, and their job is to ensure the safety and of people and enforce the law. So that is what they do. Okay, thank you, Mosan. Yue, can you choose another word and tell me what it is and what it means?
I think boring is a situation to describe someone's working, and maybe like the picture, maybe she don't like the work, this work, and feel it's really boring, and it's not really exciting and interesting for her. Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you. So boring means not interesting or exciting, and you said boring is a situation to describe someone's working. Now, it's not a situation. We would say boring is an adjective, because that's what it is. Boring is an adjective to describe someone's feeling. Okay? So we have a feeling that something is boring. Boring is an adjective that describes the way we feel. So for example, we could both be teachers, and I might think being a teacher is fantastic, but you might think that it is boring. Okay, so it doesn't describe someone's job, because we could have the same job, but we could have different opinions on that job. What it does is it describes your feeling. Okay, it describes your feelings. Saha, can you choose another one of these words to tell me what it means? Okay, fantastic. So you are correct. A receptionist is a person who works in a place such as a hotel, office, or hospital, who welcomes and helps visitors and answers the telephone. So that's what they do. Let's look at this next word, exciting. Who can tell me what the word exciting means? Saha. Okay, thank you. So exciting means that you feel excited, and excited is strong feelings of happiness and enthusiasm. Alright, so it's a strong feeling of happiness and enthusiasm. So the next word, photographer. What does this mean? Yue?
I think photographer is someone's work for take photo for news, or just someone their work is take photo for something.
Okay, fantastic. So a photographer is a person who takes photos either as a job or also a hobby. And the final word here, who can tell me what this is and also what it means? Mohsen?
This word, it is an adjective, and it means, I think, involving or causing a danger or a risk.
Okay, thank you very much. So it describes a person, animal, thing or activity that could harm you. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Put the words into groups, jobs and words that describe jobs, so adjectives. So the first word, police officer. Mohsen, is that a job or is that a descriptive word? Fantastic, you're correct. The first picture is a job, police officer. Saha, the second word, boring. Fantastic, boring is an adjective and it's a word that describes a job. Yue, the next one. What's the next word, Yue?
I think receptionist is a job.
Perfect, you're correct. It is a job. Alright, the next one, Mohsen. Perfect. Saha, the next word. Photographer is definitely a job. And Yue, the final one.
I think dangerous is word describing jobs.
Correct, you are definitely correct. That's a descriptive word, an adjective. So let's talk about what do you do? I'm a photographer. Do you like your job? Yes, it's very exciting. So that is use of some of the vocabulary we've learnt so far in our lesson. But you may want to use vocabulary that is not what we have learnt, different vocabulary that you know, and that is okay. So think about it. Tell me, what is your job? And do you like your job? Why? So, Mohsen, would you like to start with this question when you are ready?
I am a businessman, and I like my job. When I do my job, I feel happy, and but sometimes it is very hard work. But finally, I am very happy to do that.
Okay, thank you very much. So it's hard work. Okay, Saha. Saha, would you like to have a go at answering these questions? Okay, thank you. Yue, would you like to answer these questions?
I want to answer the question, and just an example. I am a designer, and I like my job because it's very exciting and interesting.
Thank you very much. Exciting and interesting. Brilliant. Okay, so let's move forward. What do you think about each job? So police officer, I think it's exciting, or I think it's boring. So there are some different adjectives here. Exciting, stressful, great, boring, awful. And there are some different jobs to consider. Police officer, model, accountant, teacher, and architect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call your name, and I'd like you to tell me your opinion on each of these jobs. Now, there are some examples of adjectives at the bottom, but as always, maybe you know a different adjective that you think best describes this job. So, Yue, would you like to go first and talk about each of these jobs and tell me your personal opinion on these, okay? Your personal opinion.
Means I should to answer from the number to answer every kind of job, or just choose one?
All of them,
okay.
Please. Each job. So tell me your opinion about each of these.
Okay. I think be a police officer is really exciting. It's exciting and but a little dangerous. And I think be a model is really fantastic and great. And I think a content is stressful and boring. I think be a teacher is exciting and interesting. And I think be an architect is straightforward, but it's great. Thank you. That's all.
Okay, thank you very much. Sorry, no, Abdul. Mohsen, what are your thoughts on these jobs?
In my opinion, all these jobs is exciting, but sometimes exciting and great. But sometimes some jobs like police officers, it is dangerous, and sometimes it's depend on time, like accountant. There is times on week. There is 1 month in year. I think it is stressful. I think, but generally, I think all this job is exciting and great. Thank you.
Fantastic, thank you. And Saha, what are your opinions? Fantastic. Okay, so lots of different opinions here, and that's fantastic. So as you can see, some people like the idea of some jobs, other people don't like those jobs, and that's what's the great thing about us all being different. It'd be very boring if we all wanted to be police officers, because then there would be too many police officers and not enough people doing other things. So it's great that we all have our own opinions and passion on different jobs, different careers, different opportunities. So let's move forward and put what we have learned into practice. So talk about jobs with a new friend. So I want student A to ask student B's job and talk about your job. Student B is going to talk about their job and ask student A questions about their job. So, what do you do? I'm a teacher. Do you like your job? Yes, I do. I think it's great. Do you like your job? No, it's very stressful. So these are some examples of what to say, students, but I'm going to take those away because this is your turn to have a conversation and talk about this the way that you like. So, first two, Mohsen and Saha. Mohsen, you're going to be student A and you're going to be talking to Saha. Now, if you don't have a job, that is okay. Think of a job you have had before, or think of your dream job. You can improvise, you can make this up, okay? Don't feel discouraged and don't try to get out of answering or being involved. This is just about practicing your English. So have a conversation, students. Ask different questions. So, you know, how many hours a week do you work? Do you like your boss and the people you work with? Do you get a good salary? Go back and forth, okay? Ask lots of different questions. So, Mohsen, you're student A. Saha, you are student B. So, Mohsen, you can start with asking Saha questions when you're ready. Fantastic. Thank you both so much. Lots of different conversation there. So, Mohsen, just a correction here. You said, did you decided to? Now, we wouldn't say, did you decided to? We would say, did you decide? Did you decide to? Now, yeah, the correct vocabulary would be to say decide. Did you decide to? So, great work here. Decided is past tense. It just didn't fit into the context of the question that you were asking. So, a better way would be to say, did you decide to? Now, also just be careful with that use of and So when we use the sounds or in our speech, it can affect your clarity. Clarity is very important, but a big applause to both of you because it was a fantastic effort. Now, Yalcin and Yue, it's your turn. Yalcin, you're student A, okay? You're going to be asking Yue about their job, and then you're going to talk about your job also. Yue, you're going to be answering questions and asking questions in return. Now, as I mentioned before, if you don't have a job, that's okay, just make up one. So, Yaosin, you get to start when you're ready. Yaosin, is your microphone not working? You mentioned you'd like to have a go at this activity. Okay. Yaosin, I'm not sure if your microphone is working. I cannot hear you at all. Oh, Yaosin, is it working now?
No. I'm study English.
Okay, Yaosin, I cannot hear you at all. Not sure what the problem is. So, Yue, you need to have a go at this. Does anybody like to have a go again with Yue? Mo-san or Saha, can I get a volunteer to have a go at this activity, please, with Yue? Great, Saha, fantastic. So, Saha, you'll be student A, Yue, you are student B, and we will start when you're ready, Saha.
I am a landscape architect, and I will. It means urban planning, and I like my job, and it's really fantastic. But sometimes it's really stressful. But I like it because it's really it's challenging and interesting, and if you can be a good designer, you can help people to live in a comfortable city environment. Yeah, thank you. Oh, sorry. And what do you do? Do you like your job? Sometimes need to work so long time, maybe 10 or one day, 10 hours every day. Sorry, what group? I don't understand. Yeah, in a design company, design in work in a group and teamwork. Yeah.
Okay, students, thank you very much. Fantastic work. Okay, so let's move forward to our final lesson here. This is just about reiterating some of the questions that we discussed. So, do you like your jobs? What jobs are exciting and what jobs are boring? So we all talked about whether we like our job. Let's move to these ones. What jobs do you think are exciting? And what jobs do you believe are boring? Now remember, we can all have our own different opinions here. We don't all have to like or dislike the same jobs. Just tell me what your thoughts are. Saha, which jobs do you find exciting and which jobs do you find boring? Okay, fantastic. Accountanting being a boring job. Anybody else have some other opinions on interesting or boring jobs? Mo-san? Okay, thank you very much. Any other opinions, students, before we finish up our lesson today? Yue?
I think photographer is a good job, and it's really exciting. And I also I have a question, and before I have corrections about situation. I want to know. Would you like to take an example for which word to describe the situation? Would you like to give me an example for this? Thank you.
Okay, what do you mean give you an example for what? I'm unsure as to the question, Yue.
I said boring is a situation to describe someone. I just don't know what words can describe the situation. For example, yeah, situation.
Okay, boring's not a situation, boring's an adjective, okay? So the word situation, boring is the way that we feel. A situation or a set of things that are happening and the conditions that exist at a particular time and place. So, I'll write here what situation means. So we could say this is a boring situation, but we wouldn't say boring is a situation to describe. You could say, for example, boring is an adjective to describe a situation, but the word situation is the set of things that are happening and the conditions that exist on a particular time and place. So I gave you a correction here. We would say boring is an adjective to describe someone's feelings or a situation they are in. But we wouldn't say boring is a situation. Does that help? Okay, fantastic. Alright students, well we're at the end of our lesson today. I'm going to unlock the slides for you. Now this was fantastic. There are some corrections and definitions over in the notes pod. I'm going to send you through your student reports. This will outline the areas that I believe you need to work on. Also the areas that I think you're doing fantastic in. So congratulations and an applause to each of you who participated today. Now just remember, sometimes these slides aren't always relevant to your personal situation, but the best thing to do is to create a situation, think about it, and come up with answers that you think would be appropriate. Now, as today, some of the students didn't have a job, but they talked about a job they would like to have or a job they used to have. So don't count yourself out if the questions are not 100% relevant to you. Still try to answer them. So as I mentioned, the slides are unlocked and your reports are on their way. Can I encourage you to take the time to complete the teacher survey? Your feedback is extremely important, and I hope that I get to see each of you again soon here at English Town. So thank you, Mosan, Saha, Yao Sin and Yue. Take care and goodbye for now.